Hi everybody, welcome back to Mando Lessons. Today we're going to work on a movable scale shape. Now, right off the bat I want to talk about where this comes from. I sort of got my fingers around this through a great website called Jazzmando. So you should check it out. It's www.jazzmando.com. And Ted, the guy that runs the site, has this great system. He calls it FFCP. And that stands for four-finger closed position. But the name at this point doesn't really matter. I'll sort of get us playing a scale, and then I might do a two-part video. The first one just on this first scale and how you can move it around, and then the second one on different ways to play the same scale. So, let's just get something going here. Let's play an A scale. So your second fret on the G string, that's an A. And now we're just going to play an A major scale. But what we're going to do is we're going to use our pinky instead of open strings. So A is your first, it's going to sound like this. So the numbers, second fret, first finger, and then your second note, fourth fret with your second finger, and then the third note is the sixth fret with your third finger. So we have so far, and then the next note is the seventh fret with your pinky. And just as a quick side note, what I've found is that starting to use your pinky, which you may not be quite as accustomed to using, is really going to start to show you if your hand's in the right position, your left hand. If you're finding that you need to shift around a lot to really get your pinky up to the right spot, it probably means that your left hand just needs to be less tense and maybe sort of in a good spot so you can reach all these frets without jumping around. If you notice while I play these, my thumb and the rest of my hand pretty much stays in the same spot. My thumb's not going, it's not coming up for that. When I bring my pinky down, it's not moving. Because if you have to move your pinky if you have to move your thumb when you move your pinky, it's gonna sort of be a less agile system for playing music. So, again, those first four notes. Keep your hand nice and loose, thumb right around the first fret. And so that's A, B, C sharp, D, C sharp, D, A. Or if you think about fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or frets, 2, 4, 6, 7, 6, 4, 2. So that's the first half. The second half of the scale starts on the second fret of the D string, which is an E, and it's the same, the fingers are going down in the same places. So it's second fret, fourth fret, sixth fret, seventh fret, 6, 4, 2, 2, 4, 6, 7, 6, 4, 2. So adding those two chunks together, we get 2, 4, 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 7, 7, 6, 4, 2, 7, 6, 4, 2. And that's an A scale. It's an A major scale. So just practice that is sort of the first step. Get that really comfortable. Make sure your hand, once you start using your pinky, your hand has the tendency, at least my hand has the tendency, to really kind of lock up and stress out a little more. So really keep your left hand nice and loose while you're doing all of this. And once you get that nice and solid, what you'll notice is that you're not using any open strings with this scale. So you could play this scale 2, 4, 6, open D, 2, 4, 6, open A, but that uses open strings, which is not inherently a bad thing. But what using your pinky allows you to do is now you can take that shape and move it anywhere on the fretboard. So you can move it up a fret, up 2 frets, across the string, so starting on the D string, across another string on the A string, and you'll get a bunch of different keys of major scale, a bunch of different major scales and different keys. You can bring it down from that down to the 1st fret. And really moving that around is a really powerful tool. And over at Jazzmando, like I mentioned at the beginning, Ted uses this scale in a really nice way. He starts putting different combinations together, which I'll get to in the second video. But it really allows you to play in a bunch of different keys. So this is what he calls FFCP 1, or first finger closed position 1. And if you go to the link down in the comments, I'll have a link to jazzmando.com, and he's got great PDF exercises that you can run through with a bunch of different patterns. So he'll have you going and all sorts of different ways to kind of limber up your fingers. They're great warm-up exercises for your left hand. They're really good to practice to keep your left hand nice and loose. And when it comes time to improvise, they can be really helpful, because if somebody's playing along in the key of B, and you say, oh, I'm not really that comfortable in the key of B, but you say, oh, but I know this A scale, then you can just bring it up a half step, and you've got the B flat scale. I might have said B natural at the beginning there, but B flat. So the purpose of this video is really to get that first scale under your fingers. And once that's nice and comfortable, start moving it around the fretboard. And if you can get up to the next video, I'll be using the key of D. So if you can get up to that 7th fret and maybe practice that a little bit. So 7, 9, 11, 12, 7, 9, 11, 12, 12, 11, 9, 7, 12, 11, 9, 7. That's a D major scale, because that right there, 7th fret on the G string, same as the open D. This is also a great exercise because it really makes you learn what note is each fret. So like you can say, well, here's a major scale, but what is that fret? That's between a G natural and an A natural. So it's an A flat, and then A natural, B flat, B natural, C natural, C sharp, and then D. And then you move over a string, 1st fret, D sharp or E flat, E, F, F sharp, G, A flat, which is an octave above that A flat scale. So you have A flat on the 1st fret of the G string, and that's also an A flat, that's 6th fret on the D string. And you bring your pointer up, you got another A flat scale, a 2nd octave. Now it doesn't always make sense to make that jump to play the next scale out of the same position, but that's what we'll get to in the next video. So, really, as I said, this video introduces the idea of a closed position major scale, and practice that scale, and I'll look into the second video, which I'll probably have down in the comments, and maybe I'll put a little link somewhere around here to go to the second video. It'll have a way to take this to a totally new level. And so that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Check back soon. Bye-bye.